Alright guys, hello and welcome to another episode of Factorio. So, a lot of things have happened. I might have to clip in some of the previous film that I've shot, and let me tell you why. Obviously, I'm sitting on a train, and we, uh, we just kind of built this stuff together, um, and I did a few things with fluids, and a few things with base power, and it just turned into an immediate 30-minute episode, and I just didn't know what to do about it. So I'm going to give you a brief introduction of what's going on. I'm working with this first train station, and it's really just for me to try to learn how it works. It's not the most practical train. It's not giving us resources that are dire. It is giving us needed resources. For example, the sulfuric acid and the lubricant that we have in this fluid wagon. So that's what we're just kind of trying to figure it all out. I did a few things with the liquids over here. Finally figured out that you could do light oil refining, or what I forget what it's called, but basically you turn light oil into petroleum. That's helped out with some of our production backups down here, and we are finally using lubricant in a way, after a fashion that is, and so we're not backed up on heavy oil anymore, at least for the time being. So what we've got here are our lines to pump into the train, and you just need to make sure that you've got pumps. Now, what I've realized is that it actually can't fill up. This one pump can't fill up 2 tanks on this train. So I'm gonna have to fiddle with that. Just put 2 pumps next to each other and then decide which one I want more, sulfuric acid or lubricant for now. Probably also gonna have to change the way this track works so that I can have more straight track behind this to attach more wagons. Because what I'm realizing on this other side, which we're gonna head to right meow, is that you have to be on a straight track to load and unload. And so I'm running into an issue where I've got the track, and it's switching to the wrong side of the track that I don't want it to. And you will see that coming up right here. See, I want it to go to the right first and then come around. So, oh, and I forget, I'm learning all this. You've got all these conditions for the train to stop at stations and for when it will move on to another station. So let's head back to Greenacre, and we will try to figure this out. So we're gonna have to pull up some of the track, and in fact I'm gonna switch to manual, and we're just gonna park her here for the moment. Okay, oh, and it's getting nighttime, of course. So, I think the way I had this was going straight first, and then coming around. So, what we're going to need to do is flip it, basically. So I'm going to pull it all up. There we go. Alright, and switch to the rail. Alright, so we come over. Well, oh, the power's in the way. Let's go back one. It's kind of a weird mechanism when you're putting this down. Alright, there we go. Try to actually do this a little bit better this time. Nope, nope, little too far. What did I say about doing it better? There we go. That's what you want to see. Alright, now, if we tell this guy to head to Greenacre, should go... Nope, didn't do it. How do I modify that? I was sure that that was how that was going to work. Oh, okay. All right. Let's. Okay. I think I got it. We're gonna go to the other side and then come back over, and I think I can press one or two of the buttons. Let's actually go to manual here. All right. So this one's fine for now. It is gonna have to be extended so that I can have a little bit more, like one or two more wagons. Again, you wonder how the last episode got to 30 minutes so quick? Yeah. Or, I mean, the episode that I was already shooting. That's because I was rambling, and I'm continuing to do it. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa there, buddy. Alright, so they can move backwards, but only in manual mode. Alright, so what I thought... There we go. Right? So what I need that to do, I need that to do that each time. So we're going to go back to automatic and direct it to go to Greenacre. Oh, it's complicated, but I like it. I'm sure it's just a... Oh, see, now that side's going to be wonky. Ah! I guess one side of this thing will have to go one way. No? No, because that just happens. Well, I just don't understand. Alright, I'm going to play with this for a minute and cut you guys off. Cut you some slack on my rambling. And I'll bring you back when I figure out what I'm doing. Alright guys, well I just ran it through manually, and I was able to get it to take the right curve each time. Now, on automatic, when we head to Chinchilla, I do believe that it works correctly. So I don't know what the mechanism is to force the automatic train to take the correct switch in the track. That one I might have to look up a little bit deeper online. See, Chinchilla works, but Greenacre does not. It is not doing it correctly. So I'm gonna go investigate on the internet and figure something out, and then I'll be back, and hopefully we'll do something a little bit more exciting, like unload at the other side. Well, how about that? I figured it out. So it turns out I was looking at this rail signal, which I just built and put down, and it turns out you can use them to kind of direct where the trains will go. I was imagining them only used for multiple trains and that kind of thing. But I think that will do it, and I'm pretty sure it's working correctly on the other side as well. So, the next step, the actual part of this semi-efficient train line is going to be pulling out liquids. So, we're going to need to pump the liquids out. So, we need to set up a 3-pump station. And we're going to need an unloader. Now, thinking about this, I can't change the way the train is set up. I can maybe add more things behind this, but I'm only going to have, it's only going to pull into this one spot, right? Unless I move the actual train station. So I need to kind of have this fully prepared, if you know what I mean. Which you probably don't, because I'm not speaking very clearly. But what I'm saying is, all right. So there's my 3 pumps pulling out of these 3 cars, right? Or fluid storage containers. Wow. And they will be filling up storage tanks. So they have to be in the same spot, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So I have to kind of stick with this design. So, without further ado, I'm going to kind of play around with getting these pipes set up and figuring out exactly how that's going to work. And then I'll bring you back when I got something to show you. And it'll be the only thing I've had to show you so far this episode. Alright guys, we are back, and I think we've got some modicum of success here. So, got the turns working out correctly, and I've got the automatic fill and unfill, empty, emptying procedures done. So, basically, the way I've got it set up right now is not the most efficient thing in the world, but yeah, I just got at Chinchilla here, which is this train station we're at right here. I've just got wait until 200 seconds passed because uh, it's never really going to be a full. I'm not going to get a full thing of lubricant, um, just because the lubricant isn't keeping up at all. And the sulfuric acid, however, seems to get produced fairly quickly because we've got 25,000 units of that, and I've just been able to constantly get 25,000 units. So I don't know what the difference is here, um, but yeah, it seems like it's working out. So I'm kind of waiting on that 200 seconds to go because I want to see it just do it by itself. Uh, so I can see how it's going to be very, very useful. And then on the other side, we're going to finally be able to use sulfuric acid and lubricant in our production recipes, which we will need. If I take a second to look at the recipes, sulfuric acid we will need for the processing unit, which we will need, and lubricant we need for the electric engine unit. We've already got the batteries, so it looks like it's going to go pretty well. I'm not sure what the flying robot frame is. I assume it has something to do with the logistical robots, but again, I think that's mainly Calvin's area of expertise. That is not something I understand. These are things I've never seen before. Poison and slow down capsules. It's interesting. I would like to get myself some power armor at some point, just because I think that'd be really fun. And grid size 7 by 7 on here, the same with the similar to the modular armor, and I'm not sure what that means. We might do that as the very last thing today once we eventually get over there. I'm surprised that 200 seconds haven't passed so far. I have been rambling quite a bit, so we're just gonna skip the schedule. I got about 10,000 lubricant. That's actually pretty good. I will take that. Let's go ahead and head over there. And so what happens is it waits until the cargo is empty, and I'm going to switch this to 90 seconds of inactivity, just because it'll make it easier for me to get in and out. So we pull back around, and boom. The liquids are being pumped out. Now, I'm already running into this problem. We are full on sulfuric acid now over here. I could throw down another storage facility. I actually have I have one on me right now. I'm just not sure how much of this stuff I'm going to need, if I'm going way overboard or not, you know. So now we'll finally pump that out of there. And it looks like we've pumped out all the lubricants. Getting pretty close on that as well. So, as soon as that finishes, the train should wait 90 seconds, and then it will head back to Chinchilla, and where it will wait for 200 seconds, and on and on and on. All right, so we need to figure out a way to pull that out of here, or not really figure out a way, but figure out our method of pulling that out of here, and figure out how we're going to set up a new production line for these new parts, which should be fun. But that will probably be a later episode. For right now, I'm just going to cut this off because, again, I have no idea how long this thing has been going on. But let's get some modular armor going first. So we need 30 advanced circuits, and I've already got all the steel plates, so that stuff is just right here. Sorry, machines. There we go. And that is pretty long crafting time, to be honest. This kind of struck me. I saw this night vision here. It says energy consumption 10 kilowatts. I assume that means you need a battery on you. I assume. and I don't know what the deal is with those lasting and the energy shields and all that kind of stuff. But we'll probably get into that later. I do wish, like, I don't know if I said this in this episode, but I do wish we had a little bit more attraction from the bugger things that are out there. I just think it'd be fun, just to give us a thing. And away she goes. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, well, the trains are working. I'm happy. And we're going to figure out that stuff in the new era. Here, let me put that on, actually. Okay, so I can, like, add to this armor. I can, like, put stuff in here. I assume that's what that means. Well, that's cool. I'll take it. I'll take it. All right, yeah. So I will catch up with you guys on the flip, and we will get some more production done and some other fun stuff, hopefully. All right, thanks for watching. If you can, if you like it, and if you'd like to see more of it, subscribe to it. It would really help me out. I appreciate it, guys. I will see you next time.